So, if I were to combine a few things that I have recently posted on Instagram and YouTube, it would be, oh, you want to drive around Michigan with a GPS, try to go from one side to the other, north, south, east, west, it doesn't really matter. You can crisscross it if you want to. Try to do that without a GPS and not get lost or stuck in a traffic jam. So imagine you're trying to get away from somebody who's trying to kill you. You just got out of Canada. Okay, from if you're doing business from Canada on the I-75, that's cool. It's an easy route. Sometimes, they got a lot of trucks. So anyway, Michigan is surrounded by the Great Lakes, which is sometimes very deep water, and there's a lot of brick masonry in Michigan and Ohio around the lakes. There's a lot of cement and concrete and quarries. And pretty much the only way out of Michigan is through Ohio or Canada. So you want to combine that with the okay, I literally have 1,000 things to say. It's ranging from the Indians, the way Michigan is shaped, the cliffside from Lake Michigan to Lake Erie. I've never really been to Lake Superior or Lake Huron, but there are many wars in Michigan, and there are a lot of historical battles in Michigan. And then when you go to Pennsylvania, there's like this sulfuric acid in the air from Michigan to Pennsylvania through the limestone evaporation in the air, and the way that the sulfur interacts with the oxygen and carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide or whatever. And if you look at like the Victorian times, there was a lot of acid rain in eastern Ohio, Pennsylvania area, which was at the same time that there were a lot of ghost stories or haunted house stories or folklore. But if you look at like sulfuric acid and electricity, conductivity, that was also the same time that radios and phone lines were being put up in the atmosphere, which might have interfered with human thought processes, which also goes back to the fact that only a certain amount of states have a monthly alarm system. And then if you know what an egregore is a thought pattern that everybody connects to, which would be like considered pop music or the news or something, or just pop culture in general, or culture, social culture. You have an alarm going off in a community once a month at a certain time. Everybody connects to that sound, and they all connect to whoever's creating that sound, and it creates a sort of church. And a church is basically a gathering of people underneath an antenna like building, creating a prayer for a community.